Hello, this is Beta Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I've got another exciting LEGO build and review. It's the LEGO Star Wars Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. I know what you're thinking, did Yoda have a Jedi Starfighter? According to this, yes. I'm trying to think when. I feel like it would be in Revenge of the Sith. There was a bit where he gets in a ship to leave Kashyyyk, but I think that was a Wookiee-owned ship. I remember it being more vertical than a Jedi Starfighter, but I might be wrong. I've finally got a knife to open these. I don't even need one for this box. It's the kind where you could just punch your thumb through it. I'm slightly annoyed by the convenience. Okay. Alright. So it should be quite a quick build, actually. I just noticed the box says Master Your Force on it, and I don't really know what that means. We've only got 3 bags, not too many 4 stickers, in fact. Although, they still could take a bit of time. I think I'm just going to build it as is without getting up to change the angle or anything, because I reckon I can do this whilst talking casually. Thought that was the minifigure then. I got the legs out and I got the head, but none of the rest appeared with it. Alright, well I'll throw this together and I'll come back in a minute to look at the thing. Okay, and we're finished with the with Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, which yeah, it's quite a nice little piece. There's not actually much to it really. The cockpit's very small. And the wings, or fins, or whatever you want to call them, not a lot going on, but they got a cool look to them. The green is very nice, and they fold in a very pleasing fashion. So you could get that to sit in such a way as you'd like. In fact, I've got that perfectly balanced there. I'm really proud of that, because how is that sat like that? There's not really anything for it to sit on to do that, and yet it is. Well, that's perfect like that. I'm gonna leave that now. Not too many superfluous pieces with this set, which is quite nice. You won't have any, because you can't throw those little bits away, but equally there's no use to them. Let's get on to features. You get 2 minifigs. You get Yoda, who's very slightly shorter than a regular figurine. It's all in the legs though, so the back's the same height, the head's the same size, so it kind of looks right next to like the others. He doesn't look like a child. You get 2 lightsabers. Well, no, you get 2 handles and then 1 blade, but the handles are the same. So I don't know if you want to do a scene like of him just with a lightsaber and him without, maybe. It doesn't look like specifically Yoda's lightsaber, but so you could give it to anyone. There's odd air bubbles in the plastic of the blade. I don't know why. If there's any reason to that, but the air bubbles are in the picture, so I guess it's supposed to be like that. You also get an R2 minifig, which I really like. It's very cool. The legs move as well. He's got no bum though, so he hasn't got like his 3rd wheel. He looks fine when you stick him in the cockpit. And to be honest, he's such a shape that I suspect if you just had a 2x2 Lego square with a single thing coming up, you could sit him basically anywhere with ease and he'd look fine on like a Lego bit. So the cockpit here, the front opens thusly and the top opens thatly. So Yoda presumably walks out down the glass. I haven't yet managed to get him in. I'm going to attempt to do it now. I'm pretty sure he'll go in there. There's 2 possible locations that I can jam. I say there's 2. He's not going into one of them. There may only be one. Right, he's in that. Does he fit? Does he fit? No. All right, does he go in the other one? This will be very disappointing now if he doesn't go in either of them. I built this up in my mind. I think he's going to fit. It's looking hopeful. Top goes down first. Okay, so Yoda is in there, but he's way back there. But it's a good place to keep him. Does leave the question of what do you do with these now? Maybe just they stick on the edge? No, they're smaller than standard Lego. Now there's 2 gun turrets. I'm pretty sure these will be the kind that will fire quite far, like on the Falcon. Let's find out. Oh yeah, that's very satisfying. It's a good distance. It's not dangerously far, but it's going to get some movement on it. Just fires by just sort of tickling the end. The only annoying thing is that when you've got them loaded up, they jut out past the back, past the engine, so it can look a little bit odd from behind. So if you got it purely for display, you're probably just going to want them unloaded, which, yeah, it's not too much of an issue because he's got these 2 black things are meant to look like the guns anyway. So yeah, it kind of works either way. There were, how many? 6 stickers to put on, and they're symmetrical. They're very easy to apply and weren't exactly an issue. Oh yeah, there's 2 on the back and 4 on the top there. It's a really good, quick little build, actually. I don't think there's much more to say about it. The only thing I can't really think of is where the Lego Starfighter even came from. Sometimes they show you scenes in the back that will give you a rough idea. This is not one of those times. I'm sure Yoda, like, he definitely would have had one in at least like Star Wars Clone Wars, for example. But I'm trying to think if in the films he had one, because this is from, I think this is from like, well, this is like when Disney owned it. So maybe Star Wars Rebels, maybe he's in that and I haven't seen it. No, he can't be. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Either way, it's a cool Jedi Starfighter, and Yoda finally gets his own ship that he doesn't borrow from some Wookiees. Maybe it was that one, and I just don't remember it looking like this. It's probably the right size to go with the Falcon as well. Let's bring that in. Just lift that up. Yeah, it looks about right. The Falcon's probably a bit too small here, but like the cockpit size kind of matches up, doesn't it? So it doesn't look solely out of place. It's a nice little one. It's quite a quick build. Certainly more of a toy, but that's fine. I don't mind that. You don't get a brick separator though. I actually needed it multiple times throughout the build. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the full build video. I'll see you next time.